You're welcome back. This is Face to Face on ChannelOne TV. Our Ghana footballers, not Ghana football, Ghana Black Stars. Since we qualified in 2006 to the World Cup, we took it for granted that it's going to be the norm. So, of course, every time we expect to qualify for the World Cup. But we didn't think we were going to fail to qualify for the AFCON, which was like maybe a mere AFCON. If we can make it to the World Cup and go all the way to, what is it, round of 16, nobody really thought that we should perform so badly that we don't qualify for the African Cup of Nations. You have come to meet this particular problem. What are you going to do to uplift, first of all, the love people have for the Black Stars and also see an improvement in the Black Stars?
Well, Black Stars is what we have. So for me, that is my first message to anybody that when it comes to football, that's our topmost national team. And Ghana is celebrated for football. Yes, boxing is great for us. Athletics, to some extent, have also done something for us. But football is there, even though we haven't won the African Cup for a very long time. A very, very long time.
Before I was born.
Yes, so before you were. So we were celebrating that, we since '82, we haven't won anything again.
More than 40 years.
We've come close and then we fail. We come close and then we fail. But like you said, we started the World Cup in 2006. Then under President Kofi, under the NDC again in 2010, we went very far. We were going to have reached, but for that Suarez.
It wasn't NDC, it was Black Stars.
You
said under the NDC. I just want to say.
I said under President Kofi.
We started.
We qualified.
Yes.
And under NDC, President Mills, we went also again, we qualified again.
Okay. Let's just say in 2010.
Then again in 2014, we repeated.
Yes.
2018, we couldn't make it to Russia. Then we came back and managed and made it in 2022, but didn't reach the level that we did previously.
Yes.
And then we failed AFCON for whatever reason. But one thing that is clear now is that we have psyched the players up, and they know what it is that they are up to. And Ghanaians, I think, are willing to bring back the love. And you saw it the last time they played against Chad here in Accra.
Mm-hmm.
And even when we went to Morocco against Madagascar in a away match, the interest that Ghanaians showed in the Black Stars all of a sudden have changed. So it means that something is being done right, and whatever it is, we would have to carry on. My message to the players has been very simple, that the country is behind you. Yes, criticism, we will criticize you, because if all of us are saying only good things about you, then it's not normal. Some people must see something completely wrong and should be ready and willing to voice it out, irrespective of what the consequences it will be. So if you are unfortunate to hear the criticism, just multiply that by 100, and that is the number of persons who are saying the good things, they're praising you. Because mostly in this world, praises are not normally reported. So have that at the back of your mind. Know that when you lift your leg to kick a ball, that over 30 million Ghanaians have their hands holding your leg to support you. If you want to head the ball, don't be afraid that the speed at which the ball is coming may be too much for me. Have the confidence that Ghanaians have their hands behind you, supporting your head to head that ball. This is what you should see. If you have been selected, don't listen to anybody who says that you are not the most qualified. See yourself as the best, and that you are indeed the best, and get out there and play that way. And we shouldn't make it look like they are playing for the money. Truth be told, some of them, the money they earn in a week, if they say we should pay them that money,
we cannot.
in a month, they are giving us a whole month to pay that. Maybe it should take us 2 or 3 months to pay what they earn in a week for a month. We should take 3 months to pay. We cannot. 1 or 2 years may be earning more for appearing for the nation and winning than they will do in their club. Of course, the local ones that we select, I don't think they earn that much. So for them, at that level, they may be, but even they are not playing because of the money.
It's good you mentioned the local one. You've previously talked about focusing a lot more on local talents than the foreign ones. It's easier than said, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's easier to say than to do.
That's true.
Yeah.
I really do
What
not.
specific steps are you going to take?
When I say so, it isn't like I don't want foreign-based players to. I don't care where they are once they are the best. But all that I'm saying is that let's create the opportunity for the local ones to also be the best. Don't make things difficult. Don't put obstacles in the way of the local ones in terms of their training, in terms of opportunities, and say they are not good. So, as an FA, as a nation, let's create that opportunity. Let's make our local leagues competitive.
You see, the problem with our Black Stars is that they are managed by the FA and funded by the government.
Yes.
What are you going to do? Because you are just supposed to provide money. How they run it is a different matter.
No,
how involved and how involved are you going to be? And can you whip the FA itself and say, choose this and this?
I have a different view. Well, we cannot whip a coach to pick this or pick that.
But we are told that happens.
When you are a coach and you allow yourself to be subjected to that, it means you have even failed right from the word go. And when you are an FA and you do that to a coach, you are a failure. Even if people have not seen it out there, see yourself as a failure and shame on you. And if you are, it's worse when you are a minister and you decide that that is what you want to get involved in, then shame on you, a very big shame on you. Yes, you can be involved in the selection of the coach. That one, as a minister, I will not encourage you to say that, oh no, I won't be involved, I'm leaving the FA alone to go and do. No, you must be interested in the selection of the coach.
Even if the FA tells you, no, this is our
but the FA cannot tell you that is their. Are they the ones who are going to pay the?
But they do the head hunting.
And I'm saying that they cannot do it alone. Indeed, in every contract, the Attorney General is supposed to have a representative there. So the system where the FA goes to sit and sign contracts and bring it for government to pay without the involvement of maybe the ministry and the Attorney General is wrong.
They will report you to FIFA and say you are interfering.
No FIFA will ever say you are in national team, your national team that you are paying the coach and they say you should not have a say in the selection. No. Which FIFA will say that or CAF will say that?
But how will you have the say? So we've heard that there are people in the FA or somewhere else who say to the coach, bring this person to come and play. Your plan is bring the best. It turns out that the best are not called because the best don't belong to someone's list.
So you must encourage the coach to be independent.
Can he?
That is why you, the minister, who have the overall responsibility, must not get involved in such things. That's why, for example, as a minister, I'm happy I'm not maybe the deep sports person.
You don't have
football.
I
don't have a club that I would say that I want my players to be selected, and it should be that way.
So you are independent enough.
You should be very independent and be able to encourage the coach, so he will not listen to pressure from anywhere. But if you have that interest and you are pushing it, you cannot stop others. It becomes difficult for you to stop others.
Can you say to us that Kofi Adams will not be interested in the future in who features in the Black Stars?
The coach will become stronger when he knows that the minister says that do the right thing.
Promise us that you will not have an interest in any player joining the Black Stars.
I will have interest in good players joining Black Stars.
But you won't lobby for someone to be put
I'm not going to lobby that take this, or I would open the space. You see, that is why, for example, even for our leagues and the rest, we have been pushing as a government. And if you listen to President Mahama, when he addressed the nation through Parliament, he talked about school sports. And let me salute City FM and then Channel One TV for the things you do with athletics. So I'm so happy that what government was failing, you picked it up and you have done it the way you have done it, and you are running it continually. And I want to salute you guys
Thank you.
for that. But now we want to pick up that responsibility and to make sure that school sports is organized and organized well, so that the talents at its budding stage can be unearthed and then raised and built, and you grow it, if possible, even through the academicals. Sometimes somebody may start as a great swimmer, but a good coach can turn that swimmer into a great footballer. Somebody may start as a sprinter, sprints, and a coach will see that, look, looking at his structure, I can train him to become a great footballer who can run with the ball very well.
So he's not an athletics guy, he's supposed to be a football guy.
He's
Talent
supposed
management.
to be a footballer, or can use that athletic thing in him or her
To propel the football.
to become a great footballer.
Very well. Okay, we've talked about Black Stars, but the big elephant in the room for Black Stars a lot of the times is the budget. The president said, display the budget, let everybody know.
Yeah.
You are supposed to let us know the budget, and you are hiding it. You are
I'm not
sitting on the
hiding.
budget. Is it under your drawer? What's happening?
You will know it
When?
the time. You will know
The
it.
president said, let it be public.
And I'm saying that I will make it public.
When?
Why? As national team cease playing.
No,
So
but we should know
we
what we are
have
working with.
we have next assignment in September. We are going to play. We have matches that we are going to play that the nation will be called upon
Yes.
to finance. We surely will make it public.
But even government budget,
Yeah.
the national budget for 2025,
Yeah.
it's a public document.
And I'm saying, but who says that this one will not be public? And I'm saying it will be public.
When?
And I'm saying that we have a match in September.
Yes.
When the FA presents, because they have to do the draft and bring, then I will sit and say, no, this one and this one, I don't think that it should be in. We cannot be paying for this. If there is any expenditure, FA, spend it from your other resources.
Okay.
Because after all, you raise, there are donors who donate, who fund some of your, so spend it from that. This the state cannot. Then they will go back and bring a revised draft, which then you will take to either the chief of staff or to cabinet for discussion and approval. Once it's approved, then you can now make it public.
So
it will be unfair to make a draft budget public.
Okay, so
That
this
would
is
be
for,
very,
that's
very-
for September. What about the previous?
No, I'm talking
budgets?
about, so for the September one, when it comes, before the matches, we have enough time.
You share with us.
There's no way I'm going to allow the FA to delay in presentation of a budget for the September round of matches.
Okay.
They have to make sure that they bring it, maybe latest, it should be by, in May, we have a friendly. We have a Unity Cup, Ghana, Nigeria, Trinidad and Tobago, and Jamaica are playing. So winner plays winner, and loser plays loser, kind of, for a Unity Cup in London. Immediately we return. I should expect the first draft for the next round of qualifiers to be ready. Okay. That's March day 7 and then 8 to be ready.
Okay.
And to enable me look at it, ask them to rework it so that whatever they bring and approval is given can be published.
And then you publish it. Very well. We'll look forward to that. Talking about the recruiting the players and playing well, they need a good working pitch. After the qualifiers in March, you had cause to close down the stadium in Accra and Kumasi for renovation works. When should we expect these to be reopened?
We haven't really closed down because the experts have not indicated to us that they need a closure to be able to do the work that must be done.
Okay.
If they come up to say that, well, what we see now, we should close it, we will close it. But so far, they say games can be played whilst work is ongoing.
But is the work ongoing?
Yes, there's a lot of work
Is there a
happening.
timeline that we're working with?
Well, I wish we had the resources to be able to finish everything within the shortest possible, but we do not have that. So we have to be working briefly. You do the washrooms, you do the lighting system, the drainage system that have to be worked on. There's some back metal that holds the back. It's not really part of the integrity of the stadium, but it was something to decorate the stadium. But now, because it's metal and it has rusted over the years and no maintenance, it's now falling off. And that was why they recommended that that area, there shouldn't be any human habitation, because you don't know when another one will fall. And it's very heavy.
Okay.
It's very heavy. So now...
You're talking about Accra?
Accra.
Okay.
So checks are being done on it to make sure that the remaining ones are well held by the bolts and nuts. As for Kumasi, CAF has banned us from using it because for so many other reasons. The area that the players will have to pass through is not secured, the security zone is not perfect, and so on and so forth. The pitch is bad, and work there is huge. Work in Cape Coast is not that much. Work in Cape Coast is not that much, so we can easily put Cape Coast in order also. But in the budget, we intend to make sure that the iconic stadium, the Accra and that of Kumasi, is done. And we surely will add Cape Coast. And when we find money, we will build a few more new stadium facilities.
While you work on building new, let's talk about facilities that are already in existence. Maintenance culture is a big one. Yeah. Aside these major stadiums you talk about, what about other facilities, our boxing arena and other places? They want Theodore Saoko. Those places, what is the plan?
Well, for Theodore Saoko hockey pitch, for example, it was awarded on contract, virtually fully paid, but work has not been done. It's a matter that is being investigated, and we will follow through to its logical conclusion.
Any arrests?
So far no arrests, but if the contractor is hearing me, he better move back to the site and do what it is he has received money for.
Okay.
If he has not received any money also, but somebody has collected the money in his name, then he must come and say so, because the amount of money and the work that is supposed to be done is not what has been done at that pitch there. You talk about maintenance. You talk about maintenance.
Give me the name of the contractor.
I intentionally didn't mention it. The contractor knows himself. Let for now.
You have to play. You have to supposed to be transparent. Give us everything you know. Then we say, "For Kofi, they finch him." But when you start,
I'm being very transparent.
Then tell us the name of the contractor, so we can go and find the contractor.
What I'm saying is that I agree with you about the maintenance. The issue of maintenance.
You won't tell me
culture.
who the contractor is.
And maintenance culture is a problem for us in many areas. That sometimes what we must do regularly, we tend to leave it until it goes so bad. Look, the last time we have to send people up the floodlights to go and check. If they were not magicians, I don't know how they would have. When they brought the pictures down, when you can't even turn. Nothing can be. If you attempt turning anything, you break the whole thing, because we have not given it any attention. We have not oiled it regularly, and we have it so close to the sea. So maintenance culture is bad. We do the same thing to our roads. A small pothole appears somewhere. Instead of sealing it, we will leave it, and water will be percolating. And once water percolates, it's pressed. Then it becomes a big pothole. Then it destroys the whole road. Then we have to re-award. And meanwhile, the new ones we are supposed to do will be waiting, and we continue doing overlays for the same old ones. So maintenance is a problem, and we need to make sure that we develop maintenance manuals and follow through. It will be even an employment generation for us. Okay. Why should it be the case that we will use the pitch for a non-football activity and destroy the pitch? How much will it cost us to buy pitch covers? So that if you want to do any entertainment program, you can have the program with pitch covers. And when you finish, you only take the covers off, and your pitch is okay for your football. But we won't do that. We'll go and have Independence Day match conducted and destroy the pitch. Why?
You haven't told me the name of the contractor on Theodore Saoko.
Yes. So let's carry on.
You won't tell me.
Is that your next question?
Yes, that's my next question.
So the contractors are many, and we'll be dealing with them one after the other.
But you won't tell me their names.
You go to Theodore Saoko, you see the signage, you see the contractor. The contractor is written there.
What are you doing about boxing, athletic? And talking about boxing, what's the state of the committee that is set up to investigate the death of the Nigerian boxer?
They are working. Today, and let me use this opportunity to wish the chairman of the committee a very, very happy birthday. Today, happens to be his birthday.
When is he bringing his report to you?
I gave them 21 days to finish the report. He promised me that they may even finish before the 21 days.
Okay.
And I'm told they have gone very far, and the cooperation has been massive from all angles, and I believe that we'll get there. So, Ambassador Major Retired, happy birthday. May you live long and to see many, many things. The love you have for sports. You once occupied this seat, and you want this ministry to continue to champion and do so much. And that is the same way we wish you well on your birthday.
This is Face to Face on ChannelOne TV. I saw that Kofi Adams has the jersey of Kotoko in his office. I've been fighting him why he doesn't have that of House of Oak. He said that's his choice, which means that even if he likes any of the EPL clubs, he's not necessarily displaying them here. So we'll come back. I'll ask him about our own GPL. He says it is in a sorry state. How is he going to resuscitate it? Please stay.